We got my man here,
Sup?
Ezra.
Sup?
This is actually my first episode alone,
Yep.
so bear with me because the big man is right beside us. Feels like he's right here almost. But how you been feeling, Ezra?
Good. How are you?
Good. As always, I can't complain. Before we started recording, we were talking about dreams, surrealism.
Yep.
You said that was your favorite type of art, correct?
Yeah, definitely.
You think it's your favorite type of art to make or like appreciate?
Right now, appreciate, because I don't think I can make surrealist art yet. I don't think I've done enough research, but definitely to look at. I love looking at that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like we were saying, like it's like a dream. Right?
Yeah.
But it's real.
It's not.
Well, if it's photography, because photography is just like a documentation of life.
Yeah.
So if you could get like a dream-like sequence of events IRL, then it's like, this is such a rare moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Indeed. Do you have any examples?
Noah Dillon, great photographer.
Context?
Fucking, Hot Mess with Lucas Savat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done some of that stuff. He's made some great videos. And yeah, his music videos are great.
Right. Okay.
I rate
I don't know if I've talked about this before, but I just told you a couple minutes ago, I would be super into videography.
Yeah.
Like capturing, just like I told you a couple minutes ago.
Yeah.
My brain's all over the place right now. But it was about capturing the things that people don't look at, but it's just in plain sight.
Yeah.
In our everyday reality, kind of. Yep. Like someone sitting on the bus or something like that. But I feel like I got to study more too. Are you usually the type of person that learns hands-on or?
Yeah. I'm definitely a hands-on person, but I'm also the person that breaks things at first and then has to fix them, and that's how I learn how to use it.
Yeah. So
I don't know. I've been trying to like take a step back and not be a bull in a china shop, but
yeah,
that's how I learn.
Well, I mean, everybody has their own way of learning at the end of the day. Do you feel that you have any regrets to the way that you learn, being that you said that?
No. Yes. Because I feel like I'm really judgy.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm really judgy. So like I would judge myself, I'll judge other people learning, and I consider that part of the learning experience.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do think so too.
Right?
I think everybody needs a little, judgment.
Yeah, because like
it's necessary to grow.
Yeah, because you're judging yourself and you're judging your peers, or like basically you're trying to be something that you're not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? By like, I'm trying to do surrealist art, so I'm trying to do like Salvador Dali.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm not Salvador Dali. But because I'm like thinking of other people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, well, what are they
doing? I know, yeah. That's a constant struggle. I actually was speaking about that some time ago with one of my friends who does music. Because it's like everybody in their minds has a vision of who they want to sound like.
Yep.
But at the same time, you have to remind yourself that you're you.
Yeah.
With everything though too. But then again, there's a lot of complexity behind it because we all learn from being around others and everything, like we just said about judgment.
Yeah, literally. Like that's the thing, like I'm judging people, but they're doing the exact same thing I'm doing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The exact same.
Literally the exact same thing.
So dumb.
And usually it's like the people that we tend to judge can be similar to us in some ways. Have you noticed that?
Too similar, yeah. It has to be, though. It has to be that way because otherwise you wouldn't notice it. You know what I mean? Like you wouldn't pick up on it. You wouldn't think to talk about it.
Right.
But because it's so similar, it's like I can talk about it.
Do you feel like you get along or would get along with a person just like you?
Yes, but no. I think I am very like standoffish and prideful. So I think it's very hard for me to be like cool with someone just like me because I want to be different. You know what I mean? But
like, why you just like me? Get away.
Yeah. And because knowing myself, like then I look intrinsically and I'm like, I gotta go harder.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Fuck them, I gotta go harder.
So it would be like a rival type thing.
Yeah, I make a lot of people my rivals for no reason. Like, no reason whatsoever.
It's fun. It's fun to look at life that way.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm trying. Well, now I see it as like me trying to ride the adrenaline waves. You know what I mean? But before, when I was young, I was just like, this is just a thing. Like, this is just how I am.
This
I'm
is
very
just what
cynical.
it is. Yeah.
But now I'm trying to find like the silver lining in my cynicism.
Cynicism. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice word.
Thanks.
But yeah, I thought for some time that I wasn't personally competitive, but over time,
But we are.
yeah, we all can be competitive.
Yeah.
I noticed that
Should be competitive.
Yeah, I'm a little more competitive, or maybe I just am as competitive as everybody else. But I'm starting to figure out that I'm competitive. Like,
Do you want to be more competitive?
No, because I don't want to be better than anybody. But when I see somebody doing good, I know I got to do a lot more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I get that feeling in my chest. Yeah.
I'm a person who thinks like, I don't get inspired by a lot of people. I'm very competitive.
Yeah.
That's the truth. I'm very competitive. I don't
Okay.
get inspired. Like, I'll see someone doing something and I'll be like, that shit's trash. But I have to do way better because I am competitive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I have my own opinions in my head, but I try to keep it as PG as possible sometimes. I don't
keep it in your head.
Yeah, I like to. I mean, everybody does. You know, we're bound to judge.
I mean, some people don't, but yeah.
Nah, I don't think so.
Really?
I think everybody has that voice in their head. Really, everybody has that voice in their head that they'll look at a person and say something. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I agree actually.
Because I even have that voice in my head, and that doesn't mean that I agree with it. It just it speaks for itself sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, why did I think that? What the fuck?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for real.
But nah, I wanted to get back to something.
Surrealism?
No. I wanted to get back to something that you said about we jumped topics so fast.
I know, it's only been 8 minutes.
Yeah, word. What do we jump after surrealism?
This pisses me off too, because I'll be talking to someone, get to 2 other points, and I'm like, wait, what was my original point?
Yeah.
I do this all the time.
Right.
Honestly, fuck that.
Yeah.
What I will say though, honestly, because I want to talk shit, because I'm so annoyed.
This is why it's good to have you. This is why
I'm so annoyed, dude. Fucking like, I have such a problem with like these specific people. I'm not gonna say their names. I'm gonna be nice. But it's like everybody wants. They want it, you know what I mean? Everybody wants their dreams, you know what I mean? But so many people are not willing to actually work for it, and not just work for it, actually make something better or different, you know what I mean? Like, I'm in this shit to make something different. I'm in this shit to make something better, and people are actually like just not into it for that. Like, they just want to have fun or whatever, which is cool, I guess.
Yeah.
That shit pisses me off.
I don't It kind of gets me annoyed too. I like to let people be who they are and shit, do whatever they want.
Right.
And give them as little, like, if I see somebody in the context that you're saying, I try to ignore them almost, you know? Like, oh, they're just another
person,
one of the million doing what everybody else is doing, trying to follow a certain trend or crowd or whatever.
Literally though, but that's the thing, like,
it's so aggravating. Yeah. Your thoughts are honestly really interesting. The thoughts that you have on certain things.
I'm just a pessimist. I'm just cynical as fuck. Like,
it's always worth hearing. I don't know. Wow. I'm gonna keep rolling.
Swag.
So back to what you were saying about people who you feel, I don't know, would you say you feel that it's like people using the aesthetic of music to
type? I think, I don't even think just music. excuse me, I think people are like appropriating other people's lives. Like,
really?
Yeah, like I honestly, like, if you're not like, I mean, punk's such a fucking joke. So it's like, let's say you're like, let's say you want to be a rapper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you make a drill song and you do not drill. You know what I mean?
It's stupid.
Yeah, it's like the Lil Tay shit.
Yeah.
Like, but it's funny because she's a little girl. You know what I mean?
Right.
But imagine you're like imagine you're my age, right? And you're like faking a lifestyle. You know what I mean? Like genuinely faking a lifestyle. You know what I mean? Or not, or like taking aesthetics from a lifestyle and then giving it to you so you think I'm that.
Right.
But I'm really not.
You know why I try to ignore that?
What?
Because I feel like it's so depressing.
To think like that?
Like to even, no, hell no. I'm saying like to even think about like having to live a lifestyle that
you don't live.
Not my own.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
that's such a jailing feeling. You know what I mean?
Because you confine yourself to a box.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm a rapper. I'm supposed to have the chains.
Yeah.
And like talk like this and whatever.
And it's funny because I had just posted on the story today, on the break room story, asking people if they think they're an artist.
Interesting.
What would you say if
I would say
if
yes.
you participate in
I would say
supporting?
yes. 100%. I would say yes. I don't care. I think people think it's cringy to say artist because we all put art at such a high standard.
That's so stupid. I feel like go ahead anyway.
I think it's like even my mom, who's an art teacher, who spent a lot of time drawing, you know what I mean? She wouldn't say she's an artist because she doesn't make art.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But she even thinks the title artist is like really prestigious and whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I mean, yeah,
it's
sure.
for anybody, I think.
Yeah, sure it is. But it's like I'm actually like really trying to make art. You know what I mean? Like I'm not trying to like have fun. You know what I mean? Like, which might be my downfall. But
yeah, that's it. It can sound a little misleading when I say it's for anybody, because I do feel like it is. But like you say, it's for anybody that's actually trying to create something.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I feel like what I said in the next story post, art is really subjective.
Yeah, super.
You know what I mean?
Super. Like this girl posted, people from Elizabeth need to stop making music. Right?
I hate that.
I think that was the lamest shit ever. I'm like, obviously you have no talent and you know, no dreams or no desires.
That's so
that are bigger than yourself.
It's like not even regular gatekeepy. It's like, I don't do this, but since you live near me, you can't do this either.
It's just and obviously it's supposed to be funny, you know what I mean? But it's like, dude, like it's not funny. It's not funny because like we're actually trying to make our dreams true and stuff, and like we need support,
right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like if you think our music's trash, then you're allowed to think that. Like that was my literal last point. You know what I mean? Like if you think my music's trash, like you're allowed to think that.
Yeah, you're supposed to. A quote that's been in my head lately was actually said by Andre 3000.
Go.
He was basically saying the only thing you have to do in making music or keep your mind on is just making something that you want to listen to. Like if you listen to your own thing and you're like, I wouldn't want to listen to this, then there's not going to be anybody else. But it's like we were saying earlier, like how we all relate in a way.
Yeah.
We all can be doing the exact same thing and not see it.
Yeah.
If you like what you just made, there's going to be somebody in the world that likes it.
Yeah.
Like there's going to be another you like on the other side of the world that loves it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's why I feel like that person doesn't have any talents or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
'Cause it's like, obviously you don't put yourself out there.
Right.
Maybe you fear that nobody would like it.
It's like a reflection type of thing.
Yeah.
It is a reflection type of thing.
And like, why would you say that to me? Like, I'm making music and I'm working as hard as I can. And like, you're going to fucking say like, I can't, like, I should stop making music. Like, fuck you.
Right. Have you,
like, what the fuck? And what do you want me to do? What the fuck do you want me to do, bitch? Huh? What do you want me to do?
He was just letting some kept in thoughts out.
Facts.
So, do you think your mom had to do
with my art?
Yeah. Do you think your parents have to do with your
art? Probably because my mom's very like, liberal art student. So it's like, whatever, dude, do whatever the fuck you want. Like when we were younger, it's like we would paint. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like we would paint. So it's like, what else are we gonna do? Paint? All right, cool. I'll fucking paint. Why not? Oh, I actually like doing this. Mom, can we paint again? Yeah, sure. Okay, let's paint again. All right, cool. You know what I mean? Like
that's pretty cool.
I like this shit. I like creating things.
That's a cool opportunity.
Yeah, it is.
I feel like art teachers are always the coolest.
They are cool. They are cool.
So having an art teacher mom, coolest mom.
Yeah, she is a cool mom.
Very
cool mom. Shout out my mom. I have a good mom.
Have you ever? Well,
what about your mom? Your mom a good mom?
Yeah, yeah. My mom is a good mom.
Good.
Do you want to?
Mom talk? Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Do you have another question, like a more detailed question about my mom? Like her being good, her being a good mom?
How did she raise you? Like, what were your extracurriculars when you grew up?
Well, my mom was a lot like me at my age.
Yeah.
She's always been quiet and like a lot of stuff like that. She looks just like me.
True.
But she always allowed me to be me. Mm-hmm. Like, if I wanted to put heels on for a joke around and walk around the house with it, she would, slap me or something like that. Yeah. There was a point in my childhood where I had a favorite color every week. And
that's such a childish thing.
Yeah.
Having a new color every week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, being from the generation that, well, at least my parents were from.
Yep.
It's kind of weird for a boy to like pink.
Yeah.
But I loved pink, and I kept making it my favorite color like a bunch of weeks consecutively.
Yeah.
And she was like, why would you like that? And I just explained to her, like, it's a really bright color. Yeah. It says a lot. She's like, okay, She always allowed me to be myself, kind of.
Yeah.
And
that's
she taught me not to follow other people, too.
Also important.
Yeah.
Very important.
So she was a really good one. And I was allowed to see, like, that woman can't be perfect in her.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's not a bad thing
at all.
Because it made me more like empathizing towards them in the long run.
For sure.
Yeah, for
sure.
So yeah,
it also shows you how strong a woman can be.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like,
for sure.
I don't think like I could go. I can argue with my mom, and then she'll start crying, but like,
and then you're just like,
I know, and then that shit breaks me, and I'm like, damn, like, how is someone so vulnerable in front of me break me?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I'm like, that's crazy.
No, my sister crying in front of me. That was a bar.
My sister crying in front of me. I'm like, whatever, little bitch. Like come on, man, stop.
Like, shut up.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, you're making me sad, but stop. And my mom, I'm like, I can't do this. I gotta go away. Like, this is too much. Like we can talk about this later.
Yeah, I gotta go somewhere, bro. I hate myself right now. Type shit.
Yeah, it's good though. My mom, funny enough, I feel like she doesn't really want me to explore like masculinity or femininity. Like for example, like pink being your favorite color, right? When I was younger, I liked cyan blue. You know what I mean? Like light blue, like teal. And I had a pair of Vans. And my mom didn't really think much of it. You know what I mean? She still wouldn't to this day. But if I want to like wear makeup or something, that's where it's like why? Why do you want to do that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, why? And I'm like, regardless of the reason, like, why are you asking me? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, like what do you mean, why?
Right.
Like, obviously I want to. Like,
word.
What do you mean, why? You know what I mean?
Yeah. But how do you think, do you feel like you take being questioned well?
No, I do it every time I get questioned. I actually like freak out.
Yeah.
Like if my mom's like, I like your outfit, but what I would do,
like, just leave me alone.
I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like in my head, I'm just like,
thing,
oh, like what? Like
obviously I'm dressing to piss you off. Like, you're my mother. You know what I mean? I don't want my mom to think like low key. Like, I don't want my mom to think, oh, he dresses just the way I want him to. Like, I don't want to dress like how my mom wants me to dress.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, obviously everything I'm doing is a pushback. So why are you even asking me why? You're my mother. You obviously know why. You know what I mean? But it's like, you just want to question that, which is fair, because like I question it too. I question masculinity and femininity and all that good stuff.
How would you say you question it?
Fucking like wearing panties and shit. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I think it even comes down to like the colors you're wearing. Like, realistically, you know, like pink is not a masculine color. You know what I mean? But what the fuck even is masculinity? Yeah. Like, what is that? You know what I mean? What is that? And I'm not saying everyone should be fucking feminine or whatever. I'm just like, what is masculinity?
I believe everybody should be in touch with, you know,
their feminine side. And it's so
it would make
funny.
the world easier. It would make the world a lot
more
easier place.
The funny thing is that, like, femininity is like, there's like halves, right? So femininity is like being clean. You know what I mean? Like, in the divine feminine, it's like being creative, being clean, being sympathetic,
motherly,
yeah. So it's like, why the fuck would I not want to be those things?
Why wouldn't I?
Why the fuck would I not want to be creative?
Right.
I need to fix problems in my day life. Handsome. Obviously, I want to be fucking handsome. You're gonna tell me being handsome is a female trait? Like, okay,
blows
even if it
my
is that a bad thing? Like, what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And then, like, you, again, like, looking at our moms, you know what I mean? Like, you see so much masculinity in the fact that they are the ones, you know what I mean? The strong ones, you know what I mean? The rock, like, the one who's actually logical, you know what I mean? Like, that is, but what are you going to be like, Mom, my mom's a fucking man. My mom's a fucking, I hate that bitch. She's so smart.
Word.
Like,
why she acting like a dad?
Yeah. Like, what, bro?
Nah, facts. And would you say that your mom was your rock?
Yeah.
Because, I'm just going off what you're saying.
Hell yeah. I mean, to this day.
Yeah.
To this day. Like, fuck all the other shit. Like, you know. Obviously, when I was younger, it's like, I wasn't really thinking about my mom, but still thinking about my mom. Now it's so obvious. Like, okay, well, I got to get these bands because, like, I need my mom to be happy. Right. I got to do this shit. I got to make my mama proud, you know?
Yeah. No, and not to deviate, my mind's jumping all over the place, too. Go. But, so you said what you see in femininity, feminine energy. Yeah. You know? What do you see? Because I know you ask yourself, what is masculinity? But what do you feel it is at this point in your life?
Amazing question.
Yeah.
Amazing question. Honestly, I think it's just being that nigga. Like, for real, like, everything you're supposed to do, everything that you know innately you're supposed to do, just to fucking go hard at that shit. You know what I mean? Like, if you know you're supposed to get 100 bands, go get that 100 bands. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you know you're supposed to fuck bad bitches, go fuck bad bitches. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, if you feel like, you know what, I want a new hairstyle, go get that fucking hairstyle. You know what I mean? Like,
that is a good way. I like how you answer questions without hesitation.
Yeah, because I think about this shit too.
Yeah.
I think about this shit a lot.
True. No, yeah.
Where does masculinity play in your role, in your life? And then I'm going to follow it up. Something sharp.
To me, it's funny. I actually think masculinity falls in being open to femininity. Is that a word?
Oh,
is
that's hard.
How you say it?
Femininity, yeah.
Yeah, you can't be masculine if you're not open and accepting of the feminine.
That's 100%. I agree. That's hard.
Definitely, because like the first person I can think of. Well, I won't say the first person I could think of. But
no, fucking say it.
My dad. My dad is a perfect example. And there's a lot of other good examples. Like, you know, a dad, because we talk about a mom in the ways that they can help their kids and everything like that.
Yeah.
But we don't talk about the dads that do that because there isn't as many. True. It's not as often. A dad being there for his kid hits more than, like, I'm not gonna say it hits more than a mom, but it kind of does because it's more rare. You know, it's more rare. It's it's like, oh shit, you see these shoes that are hot right now, but everybody has them.
Yeah.
And then you see the shoe that nobody has that's also pretty hot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I definitely think masculinity falls under. Masculinity is comfort. That's true masculinity.
Ooh, that's
like I don't need
that's rare.
I don't need to listen to this guy telling me that I can't pull this pink shirt off. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
Fuck this nigga. Fuck this dude.
Yeah, for real.
That's if I see that in regular life, I'm like, damn. I'm gonna try to eat that guy's brain up because he definitely got a story.
Yeah.
Do you
wait, I was gonna follow up.
Okay, follow up.
What are you insecure about in your masculinity?
What am I insecure about in my masculinity?
Yeah.
Being the perfect, I wouldn't say partner, but being the perfect person in every relationship. I feel like I struggle with that.
I struggle with that shit so hard.
I want to be.
I struggle with that so
I want to be that guy, you know?
Yeah.
But you got to realize when you know, there's it's a double-edged knife when you're trying to have a good relationship with yourself, have a good relationship with everybody else.
For real, because you gotta not give a fuck.
You gotta find the balance.
Not give a fuck.
Yeah,
so
it's
true.
I feel like life is based around balance. You know, because
no, I agree. I 100% agree.
I grew up in a way that taught me that too much of anything is no good. You know, and it's really true. Like I would try to counter that statement a lot of times in my childhood, like, too much water isn't good. Then I watched 1,000 Ways to Die and somebody died by drinking too much water. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I think that's where I took that statement. But too much of anything really is no good. So
facts.
Usually when I look at something like my goals, like, of course I want to get a lot of money.
Yeah.
But then I ask myself a question like, what am I going to do to make this of use rather than just for my selfish wants and whatnot? Like, do I really need money?
Yes.
Yeah, I need money, but there's more I can do.
Yeah, is it just money?
Yeah,
or is it like
exactly.
Things that surround money?
Because a lot of people get rich, and then when they're rich, it's so common. Like, everybody's depressed and rich.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then nobody even understands it. They call these people crazy. Like, bro, no, they just need help. Yeah. They need somebody to talk to.
I don't fuck with therapy, though. I'm gonna come clean.
Really?
I don't fuck with therapy.
I've been thinking about getting a therapist recently.
I don't fuck with therapy because you could actually, like, train your mind to tell yourself the same things that these people are telling you. You know what I mean?
It's kind of like like you're leaning on something, you think?
Yes, but not even that. It's like
too much dependency.
Yes, but no. Like, I'm sound like a prick regardless.
Yeah, I mean, it's your opinion at the end of the day.
Yeah, like, I've been to therapy before, right?
Yeah.
And these fools will tell you exactly everything you know. You know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't think like that.
Yeah.
Be proud of yourself. All this shit. What the fuck did I just pay you for?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I know that I'm supposed to think like that. You know what I mean? Why don't I just think like that? Again, some people need a shoulder to lean on, you know? But it's like, I don't know. I'm more looking for genuine relationships than someone that I'm paying money to be like, oh, are you good?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm very standoffish too, and I don't even like the concept of, like, talking to a stranger about my problems. Like,
there's always a lot of things behind, you know, disagreeing with something, of course. Like, for me personally, I had been thinking about getting a therapist because of the fact that like you said, I can be able to confront myself. I like confronting myself. I feel like you need to do that if you want to, you know, aim high.
Yeah.
So I confront myself a lot, and that's nice and all.
Yeah.
I like to have confidence too and look at myself how I look at myself. But, you know, especially being alone and whatnot, it's, to me, it's becoming more necessary to just have somebody to affirm to me or like tell me when I'm talking about all my goals and thoughts, like, you know, validate what I'm saying, kind of, you know?
Yeah.
Because I'm doing that to myself all the time, but shit, you know? I could use another person to do that too.
I understand.
Why not? It couldn't hurt, you know?
I understand.
That's for me right now, but I also am still contemplating.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm contemplating on a lot of points in my life right now.
Well, maybe therapy would be good then, because then you could just A, get it out the way,
Yeah.
and B, just tell the dude or the girl, like, you know, because
Yeah.
like you said, it is someone to talk to, you know what
Yeah.
I mean, and it doesn't feel biased because they're not your mother.
And they're getting paid for it.
Yeah.
So they can't be, you know, they can't come off uninterested, or else it's like, bro, what the fuck are you even doing?
Yeah,
this
I'm
for?
gonna report your ass.
Yeah.
Get my money back.
I would hate to get a sucky therapist. I've heard a
Yeah.
lot about sucky therapists before.
I've only had good therapists too, so maybe that's why I'm like, I don't need therapy, because every time I have a therapy session, I'm like, wow, that shit was good. I'm good. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, okay. Damn, that's interesting.
Yeah, I've had
That's
good
interesting.
therapy sessions. Too. My therapists are good,
Damn.
so maybe I should shut the fuck up.
Nah.
Yeah, I
It's
just
still
feel like
valid. It's still an
because
interesting
after
point.
the fucking the talk, right? I
Yeah.
can go months just off that high.
Really?
Yeah, like, okay, my therapist told me these things. I can ride off this for like months.
And you know what's crazy? Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's like you say, we really do know these things a lot of times.
Exactly, 100%, dude. The reason why men project is because we know what we're doing is what we shouldn't be doing. You know what I mean? The reason that a lot of us are insecure, we know why. Because we're fucking doing all the wrong things.
But we don't hear it because of the fact that we've been blocking it out. We don't hear it
Yeah.
till somebody finally says it. Like,
Yeah.
Like, bro,
But-
wake up.
But the thing is that you're not even going to accept it until you're ready to accept it. You know what I mean? Like, you
Right.
could have therapy and you could have someone tell you you're doing all these things wrong. And if you're not willing to accept it, you're not going to fucking accept it.
You're not.
You know
gonna
what I
accept
mean?
it, no.
So I'm like, what's even the point? Like, I might as well just fucking, you know, like,
Yeah.
kind of, like, if I innately know what the fuck I'm doing wrong and this guy's telling me everything I know and I have to tell him, it's like, why don't I just tell myself?
Right.
Why don't I just cut out the middleman? Like, why don't I just tell myself? Like, it's hard, obviously. And me personally, my addictions or my vices or my bad habits aren't easier when I talk to someone about them.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't get easier for me.
Why do you think that is?
Because I think they're all personal problems. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I know what you're saying.
Right?
Like you tell them it and it's such a problem that it's just like,
they're just like,
okay,
wow.
now what? Yeah. It's like kind of, it makes you feel kind of not ugly, but ugly.
Yeah.
Because it's like, all right, I just told you that.
I've
and
told
like,
so many people like personal things thinking that it would make me feel better, and it doesn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It has to be the right person.
Yeah,
it has
does.
to be the
100%
right person.
it does. But even then, like, you know.
It's still hard, for
Yeah.
sure. Do you feel that there are some things in your life that are hard to accept for you?
Yeah.
You are still trying to accept?
Yeah, like fucking like calling myself an artist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a hard thing to accept because I'm like labeling myself and I shouldn't be. But at
Mhm.
the same time, I know that I'm trying to be that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So it's like, why not just let it be? Let it flow.
Yeah, why not just actively go towards it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm trying to do that too. I mean, I want to I know I'm going in the right direction when I'm not completely satisfied with doing something good here.
Mhm.
You know, like I could do something great today, but it's like, what's next? And
Yeah.
I know that's when I'm doing good. And I'm trying to get more and more into that mindset, like not satisfied.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a reason to rest.
Yeah, not well. I mean, like, yeah, I
Not
I
rest.
understand.
We
I
all
understand.
got to rest, you know?
Yeah,
But like, I just want to be able to
I
keep
need
going.
more rest than sex.
I don't want to be that. So, you know, in basketball, usually if somebody's not good at basketball, they make one shot and they go crazy.
Yeah.
A professional will make 1,000 shots
And he'd be like,
in
"That
a
was
row.
mid."
Yeah, and he'll just like walk out like, all right,
Yeah.
where are we going to eat?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I want to be like that, like
Yeah.
concise and step by step. Like,
Well, that's why I feel like I'm kind of hard on Mob 8 because like, I've been doing this for so long. Number one, I am a bit jealous.
really?
Yeah. Like I posted this the other day. I was like, dude, like I hate seeing like fucking people get reposted when I feel like I should get reposted. I know that's jealous and annoying, but like whatever. But it's also because like I feel like I've done 1,000 shots. You know what I mean? Made them, and the crowds are like, all right, he's a good player. He's a good player. But then like, you know, some fucking rookie goes up, makes a 3 open as fuck, and everyone's like, he's sick. He's so sick. I actually fuck with him so much.
That is something worth getting mad at.
You know what I mean?
It's not even jealousy, I would say. I feel it's just confidence in your own craft. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like I'm looking around. I'm like, am I crazy? Like, am I crazy for trying this hard?
No. I mean, maybe you are, but that's also a good thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
People
that's how you know
aren't
you're doing the right
trying,
thing.
man.
Yeah. I feel like that can be misunderstood with me a lot of times. Because I really love to be so concise. Like, I know that there's things you learn after finally doing it. But in my head, I'm always trying to, like you said about surrealism, how you feel like you need to study it more.
Yeah.
I always feel like I need to study things more.
Yeah, I'm trying to be the best.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be the fucking
like, this
best.
isn't just for fun, dude. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? This is actually something that aligns me towards my goals. I'm not talking, I mean, this too, you know,
Yeah.
but just the way I live, everything.
Yeah.
Everything I like to do aligns me closer to where I want to be.
Yeah.
I hope, because I'm too young to tell at the same time, you know?
Honestly, what is your goal with this podcast thing?
Well, this podcast thing.
I know you did a little bit about it, but I didn't really understand what you were getting at. I'm going to be real.
Really, it's just a win-win situation, you know?
That's real.
That's what it is. It's collaboration. We give people the time to talk their stuff. Like, you complimented Thomas on making people comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like we can both be, I know we can both be good at that.
Yeah,
We've
chilling.
done it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's when people let others know who they are, when they're comfortable, you know? Yeah. So we do that.
How do you feel about
back.
talking on camera though? Like, do you ever like feel insecure or look at yourself like, who the fuck do I think I am? Like, owning a podcast, who the fuck do I think I am? Letting people come on my show and talk. Like,
I kind of get that. Every once in a while when I get high, I cringe at stuff I do, but I'm like, you know, you can't, you got to take this the long way.
True.
You already been doing this.
True.
And there's a bunch of inspiring stories out here, you know, like Kid Cudi, for example, speaks about not even thinking his shit was fire after it blew up.
Yeah.
Like, he was just following what he wanted to do. He literally didn't think it sounded cool.
Yeah.
And he was still doing it, and eventually people liked it.
And he's the coolest, like, actually.
I think that's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, and then when you see shit like that, it's just like, you know what? Maybe I'm not doing the wrong thing. I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep feeling stupid, because that's how I know I could relate to Kid Cudi.
Yeah. No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How would you feel if you saw a tweet that was like, everybody in Elizabeth needs to stop doing podcasts? I
would just scroll.
Yeah, right.
You know, I feel like that's stupid. Now, a couple months ago, there was a a little men podcast hate thing on Twitter going on, like men starting podcasts.
Oh, okay.
You know,
yeah.
And I didn't take it.
I take
anyway.
those things so personally because like I love to look like at myself from a third person point of view.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I would have taken it personally,
Uh-huh.
but I honestly know I'm safe because I don't feel like any of the quote unquote men podcasts that people demoralize or like clown have the same intentions as me.
Yeah.
You know? I have confidence in my intentions, my perspective, all of that stuff. I know I'm smart enough to know that I'm a little different, you know? So I don't get bothered by somebody bashing something that I'm doing. Like,
Good for you, man.
I fucking can't, dude. I can't. I saw that shit and I was like, I hate this bitch. She hates me. I gotta go harder. I gotta put on for my city. Yo, let's kill this bitch. Like, I was so, like, at first I didn't even care, but the more I thought about it, I was just like, oh, like, why would someone say that?
You know what I also think?
I'm trying. And like,
you know what I also think?
What?
People can be fucking stupid.
People just need spice in their life. They need something spicy.
Like, a lot of the shit, like the person that calls everything cringe, I can't take their opinion.
Yeah, no,
I'm being honest, because you're just living life uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
literally.
Like there's, like, I cringe at shit, but I don't let that rule my day. You know what I'm saying? If I see somebody being weird or a way that makes me uncomfortable because I'm not used to, I may feel something, but I won't act on that and just make them feel weird when they're living their life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was just thinking about that earlier today. Now, to each their own, obviously.
Yeah.
Because I respect people who call others out, too. I respect people who call others out to certain degrees. But me personally, I like to let people be. I like to let the weird guy be the weird guy because the weird guys end up having the best ideas.
Yeah.
The crazy dudes end up being the coolest fucking people after high school.
The weird art hose, the weird girl in middle school actually grows up to have huge tits and a really pretty face.
Yo.
And is really funny.
It's like that, bro.
Hit me up.
Saying, you got to think long term with shit.
Yeah.
I don't think people think long term enough either.
I don't think so. I know they don't because they need spiciness in their life so bad. These people, I sound like DJ Khaled.
Yeah.
Thems. No, they need spice in their life so bad that they're willing to like actually be the dumbest people on the internet. Not in the world.
Yeah.
In the world. People will genuinely do the stupidest shit in the fucking world.
Word.
And then like act insane. Dude, I can't
Just
get into it. I'm sorry.
Unruly. Nah, it's true.
It's so
That's actually
annoying.
one place I disagree with people who might.
I think it's because of Twitter. I'm not even trolling. I think it's because of Twitter.
No, I think a lot of things are because of social media.
100%. 100%.
Like a lot of things. I brought this up in one of our episodes. I think it was episode 10 with our history teacher. I didn't say his name before.
Okay.
Do you remember when the baby got canceled for saying
homophobic
stuff that he said?
Yeah.
So now, I acknowledge that this was a very homophobic thing to say.
Yeah.
But I also acknowledge that social media flamed this up to be worse than it would have been without social media. Because of the fact that in a place like Elizabeth or in a place like Newark, a ghetto place, you'll hear somebody saying that in a regular day.
No, for sure.
And, nobody will say anything because that nigga's just over there being stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or they think he's being right.
That too. They're conforming.
Yeah.
So it's like, but we're online now and we got this space. So not only do we get the space to talk about it, but people that aren't even from those type of communities that aren't used to that random dude saying homophobic shit.
Yeah.
They'll be mad pissed.
Yeah.
And respectfully so.
Yeah.
But I blame this on social media because it kind of
I don't think
divides people in a way.
Look. I honestly think the baby is a complete moron.
No, yeah.
I honestly think everything he said was the worst shit I've ever heard in my fucking life. It not only is it stupid, it's fucking stupid. Like, how are you gonna say that? Like, you know what I mean? That's
to be clear.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb.
To be clear, I'm not agreeing with the baby, but I am saying, like, social media, it brings together.
I feel you.
Yeah, it brings communities
bigger.
Yeah, it brings communities.
So, like, I think they should have.
It brings communities together to kind of divide them, because like.
No, that's yes, but no, because like I see, that's one of those things. Maybe it's just because I don't agree.
Yeah.
So obviously I'm gonna side myself.
Yeah, take your time to you know.
But the way I see it is like, if the internet is accelerating people's like point of views, you know what I mean? Not even accelerating. If social media is allowing people to say like the truest things that they want to say, and that's the thing, and now it's creating a side between people that you wouldn't see, good. Like, honestly, good. Like, I don't want to hang out with someone who on the internet is like homophobic or like transphobic or whatever, you know what I mean? And it's different to have your opinion. It's different to like not like those people.
That is a good point.
But it's like to go on the internet and to like take the piss, you know what I mean? Is like you actually taking a stand, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're taking a side, and I don't like your side, so I'm gonna stand over here. I don't think that's like a problem, you know what I mean? I think you shouldn't have said that if you didn't want to choose a side.
Right.
You know, like if you don't want a side, don't say anything.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I actually do agree with that now that I hear it, you know, in that perspective, because it does exploit stupidity.
Yeah.
Too.
For real.
It exploits genius and it exploits stupidity. That is a positive.
I was at this kid's house and he's like, "Yo, the baby didn't even tweak like that." I'm like, "Yeah, he did."
No, he definitely did.
Yeah, and then he's like, "No, because transgender people be going in the bathroom and there be little kids in there and they be like preying on them." I'm like, "That's not even true. Like, how are you gonna say every transgender person is a pedophile?"
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
and
what? That's like saying everybody's a pedophile. You know, like you could generalize anything,
right?
You know what I mean? Like you could be like, I don't want my kid going in the bathroom at all without me, and that's how people think, you know what I mean? But it's like, to say that specific person is preying on your child is just not true.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's stupid. It's actually the same thing it's the same thing in a different context as racism. You're just marking one label onto a type of person.
Yeah, you're just generalizing them.
All people are different, really, you know? But and I caught another brain fart, but
yeah, man, fuck that.
No.
And there's a huge attack on women's rights right now.
What were you gonna say?
There's a huge attack on women's rights right now, like with the abortion shit.
Yeah.
Huge attack on women's rights.
Right.
I just thought I'd say that. Remember that.
No, I was gonna ask you. I feel like this was a relevant time to bring up those Kendrick Lamar lyrics.
Oh man, thank you. Oh my God.
Auntie Diaries.
Oh my God. I think it's so funny because, like, trans people would have liked it better if he made a song that said "I am a nigga."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
oh wow, that's an interesting.
It's a fact. If he made a song,
outlook.
If he made a song called "I Am a Nigga" or "Nigga Diaries," right, and it's about him being in a white neighborhood, right, and they had to accept it in the same way, it's like, well, he's allowed to say that. You know what I mean? But why the fuck is he not allowed to say whatever he wants?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why is he not allowed to? He's allowed to say that. He's allowed to say whatever he wants. We just want him to confined with our agenda. Ironically enough, he's not even he's
pretty much doing
being transphobic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's literally telling a story. He's literally telling a story,
which artists are supposed to do.
And everything he's doing is intentional. He's not misgendering because he forgot. He's misgendering as the point of the story. And the thing is about him misgendering is that, like, it's almost the point. Yeah. That he's misgendering. Like, it's like
he's speaking from a perspective of literal kids.
Yeah.
Literal kids. You know,
I saw it this way too, and I can't remember now that I'm having a brain fart, and now I feel like a jackass.
nah,
But it's like the misgendering is part of the story. It's a part of what he's saying. You know what I mean? It's not. It's like, and I'm telling you, bruh. And they're like, oh, well, he's not allowed to do that. But if he made a song called I Am a Nigga and used the word nigger, then it's like, well, he's allowed to do that. You know what I mean? Who the fuck are you to say what he's allowed to do if he's allowed to fucking do that or not?
Yeah.
Like, what? What? You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh, that's his word. He's allowed to use that word. We can use whatever fucking words we want to make a point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't agree with that at all. I don't agree with that at all. And I think it's so fucked up. I think this, what you were saying, to divide people, I think this is a huge division of people. I think trans people...
This was a better example than the last example.
I think trans people are trying to, like, be like, because there is an attack on trans rights and trans people right now for sure. And I'm sorry for using the word transvestite last interview. My bad, dude.
Somebody was mad at you for that?
No, I'm mad at myself for that.
Is transvestite?
Yeah, it's a.
Oh, I probably shouldn't have. Wait, explain why it's the great.
Actually just transgender people don't like to be called that, and they don't like to be called tranny either.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know about the latter word that you used. So, okay, go on.
But yeah, like, I feel like this is one of those moments where it's like, we're different from the rest of you guys. You know what I mean? When it's like we all low-key share the same experiences. I know people don't like to hear that, but we low-key all do.
We've all been through it.
I'll never know what it's like to give birth. You know what I mean?
Right.
But, like...
There's millions of other dudes.
But, like... Obviously, me and my wife share that experience.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so even if, like, if a girl experiences sexism in the workplace, right, I can relate by being called faggot in school. And they're going to be like, oh, you don't relate because they want to separate the two. But realistically, it is the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It is the same thing. It is the same thing. And I just feel like people want to, like, wallow and, like, find a community that they can be, like, super sad in and whatever.
Yeah, and, like, wallow is a good word because I feel like people put so much time into separating and, you know, making their problems distinct, which, it's true. Your problems are distinct, but imagine how much work we'd be able to get done if we realized how similar all our problems were. Like that person that you don't like, you know what?
Yeah.
I can kind of be in a bad mood too sometimes.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying?
Literally,
like it would be that easy, but instead it's this guy's in a bad fucking mood. My mom just blew my shit before school. Why does he think he could fuck with me? But like, bro, it's like everybody's living their own life. You're not the only person in this bitch.
Yeah.
Like, everybody has their own story.
Facts. Exactly. And niggas just telling his story. You know what I mean? And and this is the thing. The misgendering.
Happy you went back into that.
the misgendering is a part of his story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why are you trying to take that away from him? You know what I mean? Like, why are you trying to say, like obviously he knows that. You know what I mean? Like, why do you want to badger him on that? Because he didn't make a song that says I am a nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he didn't do the thing that he's supposed to fight for that cause.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to fight for your cause, too. I don't give a fuck if you don't even like that I'm fighting for your cause.
Yeah.
I'm fighting for your cause. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck, dude. You could fucking hate me. I'm still fighting for women's rights. Like, I don't care.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, sorry.
So, personally, for me, I actually really liked the song.
I liked it, too. I thought it was sick.
I thought it was sick.
Yeah.
I thought, I was...
It gave me some, like, Mad Kid, Good Kid, Mad City vibes.
Yeah,
too.
it was pretty.
So fire.
It was introspective, and it makes you listen and think, and it makes you feel it, because you know, what if he did block those words? You know, it wouldn't sound as realistic as we can be. It would not sound the same.
Yeah,
we wouldn't get the same emotion out of it. Like, we hear him saying that, and we're like, oh, like our eyes widen up, like, oh, this guy's serious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People are saying like shock value, like, my nigga, he's talking about his uncle or you know, whatever
his family member
calls them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like he's doing what an artist is supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Like he's sharing
Literally.
his story in a way
Literally.
that he doesn't give a fuck
Literally.
about what you're gonna say.
And it's so crazy because it's like he's being an advocate. He's standing up for a cause. And it's like because he's not Sophie, because he's not a trans icon, he's not allowed to speak on this shit. And I'm like, that's so fucked up. Because imagine if white people never spoke on the things that were happening to black people. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, what, bro? They're like, this privileged black man. You don't even see any privileged white men speaking up for y'all. This privileged black man is over here fucking, you know, literally on a prestigious label. Prestigious is like, yo, like, this is my story. I'm not even telling y'all what to think. I'm not even telling y'all how to act. I'm like, this is my story with it because these are real people. And it's like, it's not enough. It's just not enough.
Facts.
But that's how it is for everything, bro. Nothing's enough for anybody, bro.
No.
Nothing's enough for anybody.
And I think in large part, again,
The internet.
social media.
Yeah, for sure.
Social media does it, bro. Actually, it's funny that we brought that. Yo, that song ended up being a better example for what I was saying about social media than the previous.
Mm-hmm.
But I think my tank is running empty. Yours?
Nah, I can still go, man.
Okay. I mean, I could still go if you got stuff.
Look, all right. Honestly, when it comes to like social media and shit, like I definitely think that people do shit like for social media. Like I think people get into fights and then literally take it to the internet because they need excitement in their life. You know what I mean? Like I know they do, and that's the fucking worst. I think Battle of the Sexes, like, you know, even Justin LeBoy and those pages are like purposely trying to divide people. You know what I mean? Like I honestly believe that those accounts are trying to divide people by Battle of the Sexes, which is the best way to divide people. The two biggest groups in the world is the best way to divide people. You know what I mean? Even like these fucking like alpha male videos and shit. Like I think everything right now.
They're just trolling. I
swear to God, those fresh and fit guys have to be taking the piss. There's no way you idiots fall for that shit.
Yeah.
They are 100% taking the piss, bro.
And for those that don't know, what is taking the piss?
Like trolling, literally trolling.
Yeah.
Literally trolling.
I feel the same way. I know what podcast Fresh and Fit is that
the two fucking douchebags. The one that looks like a clown, the other one who looks like a fucking
the one that looks like Middle Eastern kind of. Yeah. Okay,
yeah, I don't fuck with those dudes. I don't.
Me neither. I never even listened. I never listened because I can tell when somebody's like,
no, you don't want me to get on the Battle of the Sexes thing, man. Continue. I'm about to fucking let it rip. You have no idea.
No, yeah, I was just saying, like, I would never listen to them because I see what they're about by the clips that go viral.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like, fat bitch can't get in the club. W. Like, what the fuck? You're going to watch that shit? That's crazy.
All right, so go on with the gender battles.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I think social media right now, man, is dividing the sexes so well. You go on Twitter and the first thing you see is, I hate men. Men should die.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bruh, like, what the fuck are we even doing right now?
And
you know what I mean?
If a man, like, I already understand how to work with the whole algorithm or whatever. But if a man does not and he gets mad at a I hate men post, it's like he gets clowned on for that. Like, and I think that's kind of whack.
No, it's crazy because then they even have a way to justify it.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I know a girl who was raped. The fuck that got to do with me?
What the fuck does that have to do with me as a man? What does that have to do?
Yeah, like, I don't know your girlfriend. Like, I don't know that dude.
Wow,
like,
I'm really sorry about that, but I didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? I never did that in my life, and actually.
And it's like, bro, like, why are you mad?
Right.
Like, why are you mad?
But I can't even speak against only one
Don't
gender.
say female. Don't say female.
Gender. I just saw a post like that today. Gender.
It's crazy.
I can speak against men doing it as well.
Obviously, like
worse. It's just uglier and
it's
more
stupid.
Less heard.
It's stupid. And the thing that bothers me is that like girls genuinely think it's okay to like project their insecurities onto men because of the internet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's been a societal thing too, because I've actually hung out with girls that you can tell how their mom raised them. You know what I mean? To be this porcelain doll that like doesn't lift a finger and like, oh, can you get that for me and whatever, right? And like, whatever, that's your life, cool. But the internet has accelerated it to a point where it's actually ridiculous. Like, you can be around girls and they will literally, I mean, I sound crazy, but trust me, like, they're literally projecting their insecurities onto you because you're a man.
You really don't sound crazy, to be honest. A lot of people do that in
I
everyday
swear
life.
to God. I swear to God, I'm not even kidding.
And it's just like, you know why it sounds crazy? Because it's like something that we see on a phone screen, like we read about it in an Instagram post or something.
Yeah.
But then when we see it in real life, it's like, oh shit, this is actually like a person reflecting or giving me bad energy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
for real. For real.
This is actually a bad person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, me personally, I'm not the type to generalize somebody into a bad person category because we all got some shit to us.
Of
you know
course.
what I mean?
Of course.
But oh my gosh, this is a jealous person.
Yeah.
This person is giving evil vibes.
This person is spiteful. This person is hateful.
It's real.
Yeah. Dude, and I'm not even kidding. I've been around girls who are just like obviously don't like me because I'm a guy, and I'm like, what the fuck did I do to you? Like, I didn't do anything to you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
and I feel you're pretty in touch with your feminine side too. So I don't know why any girl would hate you.
I'm not trying to rape anybody.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're mad at me. Well, I don't know what the fuck I did to you.
Right.
Honestly. And I've never been in a controversy like that or whatever. So I don't, but people are just going to do whatever the fuck they want.
There's a lot of pride, in not being in any controversies like that.
Yep.
As expected as it should be, it's a beautiful thing to have that to your name. Like, I never did shit to nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
for real.
It's really nice to say. I could say it with my chest. And
I want to, all right, man, fuck. We're getting into it, man.
No, yeah.
Amber Heard, Johnny Depp.
Amber Heard, Johnny Depp. Honestly,
who do you think Johnny Depp is innocent?
I can't say that one of them's innocent, but I do like. I think anybody
canceled. I don't care.
I think anybody that agrees with Amber Heard is stupid. Anybody that sides with Amber Heard,
obviously lying.
Yeah,
she's obviously lying.
I'm sorry, it's stupid to side with Amber Heard. Like, she literally. Why are you gonna side with a person sniffing coke in the courtroom? Like, why are you gonna do that? I don't understand.
Yeah,
I just don't get it.
Yeah,
she beat the man up, and then on top of that, this is like. Double standards at such an ugly height
it's
that
crazy.
You can't even you can't
girls
even give
are
it the light of day.
Using defending Amber Heard as a guise for feminism, when it's like, how is that equal rights amongst genders at all? You're just siding with her because she's a woman.
It's just annoying to imagine. It's annoying to it's really annoying to imagine, like, if it had been a girl that was abused and people were even siding with, if Amber Heard was abused and people were even siding with Johnny Depp, you would get shit for siding with the man that beat the girl.
Yeah, 100%.
There's literal proof of this girl abusing this dude and like demasculating him, and people don't know how serious that is because of the fragile understanding we have of what masculinity really is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of people have a deaf comprehension of what a man is supposed to be. So when they see him going through some shit like getting abused by a girl, they don't give a fuck. And I think that's sad.
Like, sad. I mean, to me, it's obvious that they abused each other. Like, it's obvious that it was a shitty relationship, just a toxic shitty relationship.
Yeah, it was a shitty relationship.
But I'm not gonna side with Amber Heard if they've both done that to each other just because she's a woman. You know what I mean? That's crazy.
And I think habits are easy to catch on to as well. Like, I've seen and been in a number of relationships to know. Now, I've never hit a girl other than, you know.
Huh? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I'm going to cut this out, but I did have like a fight with my sister once.
Nigga, that shit doesn't count. Leave that in. Nobody cares.
Okay. Okay. Nah, I just feel like she wouldn't want to see that. So
sure.
But where was I? I was saying I've been in and seen a lot of relationships to know how easy it is to form a habit.
Yep.
Not even alone, but when you're in a relationship with somebody, it's so much easier to form a habit. Like,
yeah, because you have them to bounce off of. Like,
yes.
you can make one of their triggers your trigger.
Bro, it could be something as small as play fighting.
Yeah.
Like, y'all have a little fun play fighting, start doing it a little rougher, and then one day, one of you gets mad and slaps the shit out of the other.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, this shit really happens.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, wow, you know, there's just so much to take in. Yeah, there's a lot to say about it.
Yeah.
But it's just like the same thing you said. It's just an ugly ass relationship.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I side with Johnny Depp. At the end of the day, he did get very much abused, and it's been a thing for years, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's been a thing clear to everybody for years. He just finally went to court about it. And I didn't look too deep into it, but from a lot of the stuff or evidence that Amber Heard had pulled up, it was kind of like more in his favor, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, the text messages, he was openly admitting that he didn't ever really, you know, beat her up or anything like that. So
just a toxic relationship.
Yeah, that's it, man. Have you ever been in a toxic relationship?
All my relationships toxic. You know the vibes, dude. Yeah. And that play fighting thing's so true. You know what I mean? It's so true.
It's real.
It's like you took it from my book.
Facts.
100%. Yeah, you know, you just build bad habits for real.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not the best boyfriend. Like I said fucking earlier, like when it comes to my relationships and shit.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a problem with me now. Like now I'm trying to like go into relationships being the best guy ever, and I'm actually like fucking up everything with everybody, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's how it usually is.
Like there was this girl, like I'm like I like her, obviously she's cute, whatever. So like I'm trying to be like a really funny, and now like
there's so much stress on it.
Yeah, we ended up not being friends anymore, and she's like, oh, you're really mean to me. And her friend is like, oh, I don't like the way you talk to her. And I'm like, wait a minute. All this time, I thought we were just being funny.
Yeah.
I'm actually like a piece of shit now, which is crazy, but my bad.
Word. Do you think you would ever communicate that?
I did. I was like, dude, I wasn't trying to be like a fucking asshole, you know what I mean? I thought we were being funny. I thought you were being flirty. Like, I thought that was our thing, you know what I mean? Like, to be mean, flirting with each other, whatever, but obviously it's fucking not.
Yeah. Damn.
Obviously I'm a piece of shit, so.
Damn.
I know it sucks.
I'm really sorry about that,
Yeah, they were cool too, but whatever.
I actually have an idea who you're talking about too.
Oh, that's nice.
Cool. That's a nice watch, by the way.
Thanks,
nice
man.
little watch.
Thanks.
But
I do want to say though, to circle back to like fucking where we were talking about girls taking their insecurities out on men. Guys definitely do the same shit.
Word.
100%. I mean, guys beat their girlfriends, rapes their girlfriends, whatever. Treat them like shit, cheat on them, whatever. But even then, like a lot of these alpha male videos are like obviously dudes who've been hurt and is trying to like show guys how to finesse their pain onto women.
It's like when you try too hard at something, it's like it backfires.
Always. Literally what I just said, right? Like,
yeah, literally what you just said. The person that's screaming "I'm alpha" is the most insecure one.
Yeah, of course.
You know,
of course. Like, I hate when I'm around my guy friends and they're like talking about game or like, oh, these females only want bottles. I'm like. Yeah. Okay, like, okay, like, go find some other females, like, you know what I mean, like.
Yeah, I'm the type of guy that usually lets you know, if I'm in a relationship, I usually like to let my partner be themselves. I actually tend to like the girls that guys call hoes and shit.
Yeah, I'm a simp.
I like the misunderstood crowd. I like the
That's a red
misunderstood
flag.
crowd.
That's a red flag.
I know it's a very red fucking flag, and it has turned out bad for me a lot of times. But you learn more from them regardless.
Yeah.
Too. You learn more from troubled people.
No, you do.
If you want to, you know, you could let some shit keep you down for your whole life.
To.
You know?
Yeah.
You could let some shit keep you down your whole life, or take it as it is. Like
this schizophrenic neighbor, I was at the deli.
Whoa.
The schizophrenic neighbor is like, comes up to me and she's like, my son, I gotta stop spoiling him. His mom's getting mad. I keep spoiling him, and now he's just his mom's getting mad. I should stop spoiling him, right? And at first I was like really closed off. I was like, all right, yeah, like get away from me, all right, you know? But and then she came back and she was like, I gotta stop spoiling him, right? And I was like, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Honestly, stop spoiling. And I gave her a little more compassion instead of being like so closed off and whatever. Yeah, she's not gonna hurt me, but kind of what you were saying, where it's like, you know, you got to go into things with like a good mindset. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't even remember exactly what you're talking about.
No. I know what you're saying. To bounce off what you just said, it's very funny. I actually realize I love talking to people with schizophrenia.
Oh yeah, we're talking about troubled people. Okay, continue.
Yeah. No, it's so interesting to me. Like, I've had, like, for one, I had this moment at ShopRite. When I was working at ShopRite years ago, I was walking around. This guy asked me where something was. I'm like, we don't have that. You know, I don't remember clearly, but I remember he asked me. And he came like looking lost, you know, like
in the mode
where he was. He did not know where he was, but I didn't pick that up at first. I was just talking to him like a regular person. I'm like, no, we don't have that. And then he starts talking about like this one time he had a tuna sandwich. I'm just listening to him like, damn, tuna sandwich. Like, we're just talking and shit, and then it takes me till like the end of the conversation to realize,
this fool would trip it.
Yeah, like he is disabled. But I was like, damn, like I really enjoyed that though. I feel like it's funny when you're held back by shit. Like most people would say he's held back. You end up not worrying a lot. You worry a lot less about people.
Facts.
You know?
Yeah. I come to question that though, because I'm like, damn, like is hanging like I feel like a bully almost. You know what I mean?
How come?
Like, imagine if like your whole squad was like disabled people because you feel like you can be yourself around them. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm not like taking advantage of them, but I'm like, damn, like my whole squad's like disabled or whatever. But that now that I'm gonna go into the real world, you know what I mean? Like,
was I hiding?
Yeah, type beat. You know what I mean? Was I coping? You know what I mean? By dealing with people.
That's interesting as hell that you say that.
And I think guys and girls fall under that too, because like I used to talk to this girl that I like still to this day, like I love her, you know what I mean? I think she's such a cool girl, so funny, but she's psychotic and evil and a toxic girl, you know what I mean? And I'm like, obviously like we both know we're bad for each other, but we feel like we can be good, we can be honest around each other because we're bad for each other.
The thought of you guys being good is sexy. Yeah. And you guys are just living off that.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I know
like,
exactly
but like
what
for
you
what?
mean.
We both know it's stupid. We both know it's wrong. We both know that it's not actually how the real world works, nor how it's gonna work, nor are we ever gonna end up together. But this moment where we feel like we can be genuine with each other just because we're bad to each other, you know what I mean, is so stupid. It's not healthy.
It's funny. It's really like a drug, and sexual relationships with those types of people, like those people you could kind of lay in the mud with, are the best.
Yeah, I know, because you let it all out,
and y'all know where you guys are at. So it's like, yo, babe, I'm in the mud right now. She's like, shit, me too. And then y'all just
suck that dick,
cork each other in the mud. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is, and it makes it harder to leave stuff like that.
It does, bro.
It makes it way harder. what do you feel are some of your obsessions?
Big tits.
Really?
Nah. Yes.
That was a valid answer.
Yes.
That's
Big
a valid
tits,
answer.
fat ass. No, honestly, emo girls.
Yeah.
Emo girls, because I'm actually a very sad boy. You know what I mean? I've always been like this little like sad boy.
So
you know
the
what I mean?
emo life is resonant to you.
Yeah, like the thing is, like, of course I want a girl that I could find complete happiness in, and even though we could be sad together, you know what I mean? Like, obviously I want that, but it's like why do I? It's just like, it's not gonna work. It's gonna be stupid. Like,
yeah. Word.
Yeah.
But then that daring side of it is even more intriguing. Yeah, it is.
So
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
But the funny thing is like playing around with stuff like that, like, you can never let it get too far.
You have to be able to separate from it. Like not separate, but what I usually tell myself and other people is like, if I grab my phone right now, I tell my friends, yo, let's look. If I grab my phone right now and I tell my friends, yo, let's look at this phone case, and then I'm like this, I'm barely going to see it, and all of my friends damn sure aren't going to see it.
Facts.
But if I'm like this, everybody could see it, and I could see it better, and we're like, oh, it's nice. Wait, there's that little blemish right there.
True.
If you can distance yourself, you know?
Yeah.
Like
100%, 100%.
This is back to all finding a balance, because you want to be able to love people freely.
Yeah.
But you also want to be able to know what you're loving.
Yeah.
You know.
I was friends with someone and they would genuinely lie to my face. Just like small little lies and whatever. But when I'm with them, I'm like, oh, it's cool because we're still spending time together and we're, the time passes between us. But then as I take a step back or as I get home, like, they just lied to me a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Like, but in the moment, I'm never one to be like, oh, you're lying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when I go home, it's like, oh, fuck them.
You got to deal with all that.
Yeah. Why would I let them?
Right. It could be so, I often think sometimes it could be so much easier to tell people the truth. Like, just telling them, yo, I don't fuck with you, for example.
Yeah.
Things would be a lot easier, but it's like, damn, you also have those wars inside. Like I don't want to say that to this
You want
to
be a good person.
He's not that bad.
Like, for example, one time you came for my 4th of July party.
Yeah. And
I didn't want you to, did I tell you this?
No, you didn't. This is new.
The funny thing is I put you on my Finsta close friends. I was like, everybody of my close friends could come.
Yeah.
So then when you showed up, I wasn't surprised, but I told someone else that I wasn't going to let you come.
Oh, okay.
So then I'm like, fuck, like I'm trying to be a good person by inviting you. I'm trying to be a good person by being on their side.
Yeah.
And now I just, no
it's
matter.
Like, well, what do I do?
Yeah. Now I'm like, well, now there's no way. You know what I mean? Now now that I did that, there's no way that I could be a good person regardless. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's either I hit you up and like, no, you can't come while your boys can come.
Yeah.
Right? Or it's I tell my friend, fuck everything I just said to you.
Word.
You know what I mean? That's
and
like, I shouldn't have done
How did your friend feel about that in the long run?
They were like, oh, it's cool, whatever. But even I know that, like, now they know that, like, I was trying to people please and I don't have the courage to tell you that. So it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it makes it awkward.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
I look like a fucking piece of shit.
That's actually why I kind of just want to be around less people. Like, I want to be more selective with my choice, because and this has nothing to do with you. I'm just saying, like, how I'm looking at shit too.
Yeah.
Like, this has nothing to do with you not wanting me there. I actually respect you for being honest about that.
Thanks.
But
I mean, I fuck with you personally.
Yeah,
I fuck with you.
It's clear.
The only thing I've ever said about you, to be honest, is that I think you're pretentious, but I'm pretentious.
Yeah.
That's obviously why I said that.
We gotta be. Oh my God.
I tell people all the time, I'm like, the reason that I didn't like Darian in the past is because we're actually too alike. Now that I know him, I'm like, we're way too alike. That's the reason why I didn't like you in the past.
Yeah. It's funny. Yeah.
You know?
I like that honesty too. That's the type of honesty that just makes you sit and like think, like just process it.
Yeah. Keeps you insightful.
Yeah.
And mindful.
Takes you aback.
Yeah.
But back to what I was saying about
being around people.
Less people.
Yeah.
You don't ever have to deal with something like that. like being in between people's decisions for you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want you to decide what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I actually think of my wedding in the future. I've thought of this for years.
Interesting.
I think like I wouldn't be able to do a big wedding.
Oh, I think about that too. I'm like, there's no way I'm having a wedding.
I can't invite all
There's
these
no
different ass
way.
people. Like, it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
It would not work. And I would have to worry about all their tastes and accommodating to
Yeah.
it for my wedding, bro. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like if I
And you gotta worry about so much, you know? It's just like, it's like I don't even want to though. Yeah, like it's my wedding. Why would I
Yeah.
want to worry?
Exactly.
Same with like birthday parties. Like I'm like, oh, I should throw a party, and then I'm like, well, then I gotta invite people who don't like each other. Now I gotta
Yeah.
accommodate for them.
Yeah.
Now that I know they don't like each other, there's gonna be two groups of people: the people who like each other and people they don't.
Yeah.
And that's gonna fucking suck that I have to cater to both of them. And there's no way I can get them together. And then when they drink, it's either they're gonna be best friends or they're gonna fight. And I'm not really willing to take that risk. So it's better off if I don't throw a party. But it's like, fuck yeah, like I want to throw a party, bitch.
I want to. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Right.
you know?
I feel like I've never been able to get to that. It's just like, oh, I don't even want to deal with that.
Yeah, I feel you.
Understandable on both sides, I would say.
Yeah.
So you did answer what you had obsessions with,
Yeah.
the question.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I wanted that to close it out, that thought
Cool,
of the
cool.
obsessions. So as always, it's a pleasure to have you.
Fuck
Pleasure
yeah.
talking. Yeah, I can't say that sadly. But thanks for stepping into the break room, man. That was fire.